Semen retention is not a new concept born out of modern self-help culture. It is a timeless discipline that traces its roots to ancient spiritual traditions. Hinduism, Taoism, Buddhism, and even early Christianity. For centuries, wise men, monks, and warriors alike practiced the art of controlling their sexual energy, believing it to be the essence of life itself. In Sanskrit, this energy was called ojas, the subtle fluid that fuels vitality, creativity, and divine awareness. Modern men, addicted to constant stimulation, have forgotten this sacred science. But those who reclaim it rediscover the hidden key to personal power, mental clarity, and magnetic presence that once defined the masters of history. At its core, semen retention is not about suppression but transformation. The idea is simple. Instead of losing life energy through constant ejaculation, a man redirects it inward, allowing it to nourish his body and elevate his consciousness. Every time a man releases, he loses not only physical energy, but also essential minerals, hormones, and life force. Over time, frequent release can lead to fatigue, dullness, anxiety, and lack of focus. But when retained and refined, that same energy becomes a source of unstoppable drive, deep inner peace, and radiant charisma. It is the same energy that fuels creative genius, spiritual awakening, and masculine mastery. In ancient India, yogis referred to this practice as brahmacharya, which means to move in Brahman, or divine consciousness. They believed that sexual energy, when preserved, rises through the spine and awakens higher centers of awareness. Similarly, Taoist masters in China developed techniques to circulate sexual energy through the body, transforming lust into longevity. They called it dejing, the essence of life, and warned that wasting it leads to early aging and spiritual weakness. Even Christian mystics spoke of chastity as the path to divine strength. Though their languages differed, the message was universal. Semen is not just fluid, it is fire. When tamed, it illuminates. When wasted, it burns the man from within. In the modern world, men are bombarded with stimuli that constantly drain this sacred energy. Pornography, instant gratification, and shallow relationships have created a generation that mistakes pleasure for purpose. The result is spiritual anemia, lack of inner strength, focus, and meaning. Men chase pleasure, thinking it will fulfill them, but the more they indulge, the weaker they feel. Semen retention reverses this decay. It brings the man back into alignment with his natural power source. Within weeks of retention, energy levels rise, sleep improves, and the mind becomes sharp and steady. What once felt like an uncontrollable urge turns into an inner fire that fuels ambition, confidence, and creativity. The benefits are not limited to the physical realm. Emotionally, semen retention cultivates resilience. When a man controls his most primal desire, he naturally develops mastery over all lesser impulses: anger, laziness, fear, and distraction. His emotional center stabilizes. He no longer reacts, but responds. His presence deepens. Others can feel it without him saying a word. Women sense this grounded energy. Instinctively, it is the mark of a man who governs himself. This calm dominance, born from restraint, is far more attractive than any superficial charm or appearance. It is the difference between a flickering candle and a burning sun. Mentally, semen retention awakens focus and purpose. The same energy that creates life can also create ideas, innovations, and visions. Throughout history, great men, artists, inventors, warriors, and saints were known for their disciplined control over sexuality. Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci, and Mahatma Gandhi all spoke of conserving sexual energy to achieve higher states of performance and insight. When that energy is channeled into work, art, or spirituality, a man becomes unstoppable. He experiences flow, a state where his actions, thoughts, and intentions merge seamlessly, guided by an unseen intelligence. On a spiritual level, semen retention is a bridge between body and soul. It reminds a man that his physical desires can serve his divine purpose. When retained energy moves upward, it purifies the mind and heart. Meditation becomes deeper, intuition sharper, and connection with the divine stronger. The man begins to see himself not as a body chasing pleasure, but as a spirit harnessing matter. His aura expands, his eyes glow, and his presence begins to affect others. People are drawn to him because he radiates calm power, the same vibration that ancient sages described as divine masculinity. But the path is not without challenges. The modern man lives in an environment designed to test his discipline. Temptations lurk in every corner: screens, images, and casual encounters. The first few weeks of retention often feel like walking through fire. The body craves release, the mind creates excuses, and emotions surge uncontrollably. This is where true transformation begins. By observing these urges without acting on them, a man learns self-mastery. He turns resistance into fuel. Each temptation resisted strengthens his will, much like a muscle growing under pressure. The reward for endurance is profound, a sense of inner sovereignty that no external pleasure can match. As the weeks pass, subtle changes begin to manifest. The man feels more alive and centered. His voice deepens, his posture straightens, and his eyes gain intensity. People notice. Opportunities seem to appear effortlessly. This is not magic, it is magnetism. Energy once wasted now radiates outward, influencing reality. This magnetic field is the natural consequence of vitality and intention working in harmony. The man who retains his seed no longer chases, he attracts. His relationships improve, not because he manipulates, but because he embodies strength and integrity. However, semen retention is not meant to create repression. It is about transmutation, the conscious redirection of energy into higher pursuits. Suppressing desire leads to frustration and imbalance, while transforming it leads to creativity and clarity. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, physical exercise, and cold showers help circulate this energy through the body, preventing stagnation. In ancient practices, men were taught to channel their arousal into the heart and mind, converting lust into compassion and purpose. This is the true alchemy, turning desire into devotion, instinct into inspiration. Physically, retention also impacts hormones and vitality. Testosterone levels tend to stabilize, leading to improved muscle tone, motivation, and assertiveness. Many practitioners report sharper memory, clearer skin, and a noticeable increase in confidence. Sleep becomes restful, and the morning is filled with natural drive. These effects are not illusions, they are the body's response to restored balance. When life energy is no longer leaking out, the system begins to regenerate. The man becomes more efficient, more productive, and more grounded. In relationships, semen retention transforms dynamics profoundly. A man who practices it no longer seeks validation through physical pleasure. He engages from strength, not need. His energy no longer clings, it flows freely. This creates deeper emotional intimacy, as his presence becomes calming and trustworthy. Women feel safe around such a man not because he suppresses desire, but because he channels it with awareness. This is the essence of sacred masculinity, desire, guided by consciousness. When both partners understand this, sexuality becomes not a drain, but a shared elevation. Spiritually, semen retention opens the gates of higher awareness. In yogic tradition, the retained energy moves upward through the chakras, awakening the kundalini, the dormant serpent power at the base of the spine. As it rises, it illuminates the brain and awakens divine perception. The practitioner experiences bliss not through indulgence, but through expansion. In Taoism, this was seen as the union of yin and yang within the harmony of opposites that leads to immortality. These metaphors point to the same truth. Sexual energy is sacred. When mastered, it becomes the bridge between the human and the divine. Yet, mastery requires patience and consistency. Retention is not achieved through mere abstinence. It is a lifestyle of discipline and awareness. A man must train his mind as much as his body. Meditation, purpose-driven action, and physical fitness all help integrate the retained energy into daily life. Without such grounding, the energy can turn restless or obsessive. The goal is balanced, not to reject the physical, but to elevate it. Semen retention is not the end of pleasure, but the beginning of conscious pleasure where fulfillment arises from alignment, not indulgence. Ultimately, semen retention is the art of remembering who you truly are. It is the journey from being ruled by desire to ruling over desire. In this journey, lust becomes light and weakness becomes wisdom. Every man who walks this path discovers the secret that ancient masters guarded for centuries. Your seed is your source. When you honor it, you honor life itself. In a world that profits from your distraction, semen retention is rebellion, a silent revolution that restores your sovereignty, sharpens your spirit, and ignites the divine flame within. Those who practice it sincerely find themselves transformed beyond recognition. Their eyes carry depth, their words carry weight, and their actions ripple through the world with quiet authority. They become men of power, not the loud, boastful kind, but the kind that moves mountains with calm certainty. This is the hidden power of an ancient practice, a power that every man still carries within. The question is no longer whether it works, but whether he is ready to awaken it. All right, you've got this incredible energy. Now don't let it dissipate. Before you click off, prove you were here. Smash that like button, and, if you're serious about this journey, hit subscribe right now. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement. I want to know where the next wave of power is coming from, so drop your city or country in the comments below. For direct answers and our inner community's best secrets, the Telegram link is in the description. And please, share this fire with the one person who needs it most today. Go be a force, have a truly powerful day.